Welcome to Zen and Zeal, where we explore the mind, behavior, and everything in between. Today, we're diving deep into a question that has puzzled psychologists, neuroscientists, and even philosophers for decades. Are introverts born, or are they made? If you've ever found yourself avoiding social gatherings, needing more time alone, or feeling drained after too much interaction, you might have wondered, is this just who I am, or did something shape me into this person? The answer, as you might expect, isn't black and white. So let's uncover 5 surprising reasons why you might be an introvert, some inborn, some shaped by life itself. Let's start with something unexpected. You might think that introverts simply dislike excitement, but what if I told you that's not entirely true? Research on sensation-seeking theory suggests that people have different thresholds for external stimulation. Some thrive on high-energy environments, while others, particularly introverts, have a much lower threshold. Studies show that introverts' brains process dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, differently. While extroverts crave stimulation to get that dopamine rush, introverts get easily overstimulated, preferring calm and controlled environments. So, if loud parties, bright lights, or chaotic surroundings drain you faster than others, your brain's wiring could be the reason why. But what if introversion isn't something you were born with, but something you developed? For many people, introversion isn't a personality trait, it's a coping mechanism. Life doesn't always meet our expectations. Some of us experience setbacks, heartbreaks, or even traumatic events that make us withdraw. When we associate social interactions with disappointment, we begin to shield ourselves from them, not out of preference, but out of protection. Avoiding social situations can feel like a way to prevent more pain, more broken expectations, and more stress. Over time, this learned avoidance becomes second nature, making you appear introverted, but in reality, it's a response to your past experiences. If you've ever taken a personality test, you might have encountered the MBTI Myers-Briggs type indicator. According to this model, introversion isn't just a behavior, it's a core personality trait. MBTI suggests that some people are naturally wired to be introspective, thoughtful, and independent from birth. These individuals tend to focus inward, drawing energy from their own thoughts rather than external socializing. If you've always felt this way even as a child, it's possible that your introversion is part of your genetic blueprint rather than something shaped by experience. Have you ever noticed that some children are naturally more reserved, while others are outgoing? A lot of this has to do with early childhood experiences. If you grew up in an environment where social interactions were stressful, perhaps due to overcritical parents, bullying, or feeling overshadowed, you may have subconsciously adapted by retreating inward. Children who are constantly pressured to speak up or be more social often become even more withdrawn, reinforcing their introverted tendencies. Over time, this shapes their identity, making them believe that solitude is safer, easier, and more natural. Lastly, one of the most overlooked reasons for introversion is the fear of rejection. Have you ever felt that socializing is exhausting not because you dislike people, but because the effort to connect, impress, or maintain conversations feels overwhelming? Introverts often experience social fatigue faster than extroverts. This can be because of overanalyzing interactions, fearing judgment, or simply feeling out of sync with fast-paced conversations. When socializing feels like a performance rather than a natural exchange, withdrawing feels like the best option. So, what's the final answer? Are introverts born or made? The truth is, introversion is complex. For some, it's a deeply ingrained personality trait, dictated by brain chemistry and genetics. For others, it's a learned response, shaped by experiences, disappointments, and social conditioning. Maybe you recognize yourself in one of these 5 reasons, or maybe you see a little bit of all of them. But no matter how introversion came to be a part of you, one thing remains true: there is nothing wrong with being an introvert. Your quiet nature is not a weakness, it's a different way of experiencing the world. Let me know in the comments which of these 5 reasons do you relate to the most? And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the psychology of the mind. This is Zen and Zeal. Until next time, stay mindful.